Hello everyone, how are you doing today? This is Ahead of the Competition and I'm your host Akhil. And today we're looking at 10 awesome tips on how to keep yourself motivated. Now, there are a lot of channels that will tell you what exactly to do and how to study and what to study, but there's nobody who's talking about how to keep yourself motivated because I think the psychology of the GRE exam and the preparation is the really the main thing in the whole picture, because you can easily study and you can easily find out what to study because it's quite clear. You've been given the syllabus, and then there are platforms and tools to help you study. There are books, there are practice tests and stuff like that, but there's nobody who's telling you how to keep yourself motivated, how to keep yourself focused, how to eliminate distractions from your life. And that is a very major part of GRE preparation, because it's 3 to 4 months long, and you might hit plateaus on the way. You might get frustrated. You might feel that the preparation is really difficult. And uh, and we tried to search for these videos while we were preparing for the GRE, and we found nothing of that sort. And so we thought we'll make these videos, and that will hopefully help a lot of people. Now let's get into the tips for today. The first tip for today is easy questions. Now, this is a technique with the help of which you can really motivate yourself, boost your confidence. What you have to do is you just wake up in the morning, or whenever you're studying, basically, but morning is more preferable. Whenever you wake up or whenever you start studying, just solve 10 to 15 really easy questions. The questions that you know are easy. Like, for example, if you use the Magoosh dashboard, you can just go and filter out and keep only the easy questions there, and just solve the really easy questions. And then what this will do is you will get a feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of having completed something, having completed 15 20 questions. You'll get a lot of you'll get a big confidence boost from here. And this really helps your psychology, uh, because since you have completed the easier questions and the smaller tasks, you'll be more prepared for the bigger questions. You'll be raring to go for the bigger questions, and you'll feel like taking up bigger challenges. And this really helps to get you back on track. This really helps to get yourself motivated. So try doing this. I think the first 5 to 10 days when you're feeling low, just try doing the easy questions, and then you'll feel really confident. You'll feel you'd want to do more questions. The next step is the easy test. So how do you keep yourself motivated during the exam? Now, solve the easy test, in the sense, solve all the easy questions first, and then then start solving the difficult questions. Now, by difficult questions, I mean the questions which you don't understand when you read them on the first go, like the maths questions. When you read them and you don't already have an idea on how to solve them, you don't know the approach instinctively, just keep them for later on. Because the reason being, when you try to solve the difficult questions and you try to think too much in the beginning, you're eating up the time that you could have given to the easy questions. Now, the difficult questions and the easy questions both have the same weightage. They both have the same marks. It's not like the easy questions are for 2 marks and the difficult questions are for 6 marks. It's not like that. They both have the same weightage of marks. So it doesn't matter how many which type of question you do, but what matters is you do maximum number of questions, as many as possible, and you do them correctly. So just follow the easy questions first. Don't compromise on the number of easy questions you could have done. So solve all the questions you know already, and then all the time that's left, just relax and then solve all the difficult questions. That's always the best way to go. And since you have solved the easy questions and during the exam, you feel more confident. You feel that I've already completed like 15 questions, only 5 more to go, and these are a little difficult and I can handle them better. So your mind would be much more at ease to handle those questions. But if you get stuck at the fifth question, your mind would be tensed, because it'll think that, I'm stuck at the fifth question already. Anyway, the next step is detach and deactivate. What this means is, sometimes on Facebook, when you Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you look at your friends' lives, and they're somewhere in Malibu or Bali, or I don't know, some exotic location, and they're the Maldives, Seychelles, whatever you see them doing. They're living up their life. They're in a yacht party and stuff like that on the beach, chilling. Now, they have done their struggles, and this is the time to party, and this is they're not giving the GRE exam, right? And when after you give the GRE exam, you would also join them, you would do those things, and you will put pictures there, and you will make them jealous, right? So but during your GRE preparation for the 2 to 3 months, detach yourself from your friends' lives. Don't compare, don't think what they're doing, don't look into their lives, and like whichever place they might be at, because this is not the time for all that. And it's really you might think that, oh, but I have a lot of self control, and I can look at Facebook and Twitter, I can check Instagram every day, but still not you know feel jealous or feel distracted by all that. But that's a very wrong thinking, because it's very easy to slip, it's very easy to get pulled into that quicksand of distractions and and frustrations. When you look at other people enjoying their lives, you would think that, oh, he's making so much money, he doesn't need to study. But that's not true. The people show a lot of fake stuff on Instagram. Deactivate, better than detaching is deactivating all of your accounts for that period. That's a very, very good strategy. So do follow this. Do not take the risk of checking your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube every day. It will really frustrate you. The next is cleanse. Now cleanse your body. Don't drink alcohol. Don't smoke cigarettes. Obviously, that's no brainer, right? But cleanse your body. I mean, eat fruits, eat vegetables, drink a lot of juice, smoothies, fibrous, foods like whole grain wheat bread, stuff like that, and nuts. That's what will keep you going. Muesli, granola, that kind of stuff. Cleanse your body. Drink hot water in the morning with lemon and honey. Now you would think that this is not obviously why is he giving me health tips, right? When I'm asking for GRE motivation tips. The thing is, whenever your body, if you don't eat right, like if you're drinking or if you're eating junk food, your mind gets clouded. It gets the wrong type of thoughts. You don't feel at your 100%, and that's why it's very important to cleanse. The next is no excuses. Now sometimes you come back tired from work, or you've worked out too much, or you studied a lot the previous day, and today's day you don't feel like doing much. You feel you're tired, or you've already studied much, you know a lot, you don't need to study more. But that's just your brain telling you not to get out of your comfort zone. That's just your brain telling you not to study. And don't listen to your brain, and just open the laptop or open the book and just study and solve 15-20 questions, because it's very important to be in the habit of solving questions every single day and not making up excuses. Because if you start listening to your excuses, your excuses get reinforced in your brain, and then slowly and slowly it'll take effect, and then you won't be able to do a lot of work. You'll just start reinforcing your excuses instead of reinforcing your brain to not listen to your excuses. I hope that makes sense. It's very deep psychology, basically, what we're talking about. So all these tips, they have come from our background, which is psychology, and from our personal experiences, and our understanding of the human mind. We give you these tips in a very simple manner, but that does not mean that these tips are simple. They come from hours of research and years of understanding of how the human mind works. Anyhow, the next is set small daily goals. Now, your goals don't have to be grandeur. They don't have to be really big, like I'll solve 100 questions or 50 questions, something like that. They just have to be really small goals, like I'll solve 10 questions today, or I'll memorize 15 words today, at least in the beginning, or in the period when you have hit a plateau, or when you're not feeling up to 100%. So set small daily goals, achieve those. Doing less is more. Just set small goals. It'll motivate you. It'll give you a lot of confidence, and slowly soon you'll realize that you've started approaching bigger goals. You've started tackling bigger challenges without any hesitations, because you've been achieving the small daily goals every single day without fail. So right food, rest, and exercise. This is a no-brainer. Like we talked about the cleansing part. So eat the right foods, rest a lot, like at 8 hours minimum. 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours is 10 hours is obviously preferable, but 8 hours minimum. Get a lot of sleep, proper sleep. Exercise, go for evening walks, go for morning walks, run in the morning, stuff like that, exercise, because that helps to clear your brain and assimilate all the information. It helps to increase the blood flow in your brain and your body, and you feel much better and you will feel more confident. The next is time away from technology. Now, when you're about to sleep at night, let's say at 10 p.m., you shouldn't sleep later than that, by the way. So when you're sleeping at 10 p.m., stop using any type of technology at 9 p.m. Stop WhatsApping your friends, stop calling your friends, stop sending SMSs. And the reason being, the technology distracts you a lot, and you don't... basically the technology distracts you. Basically, that's the whole thing. And all those rays that you get from the screen, from a phone screen or a laptop screen, they interfere with your sleep patterns. They interfere with your brain's chemicals, the brain that releases, so that your brain is not able to create those chemicals or secrete those chemicals that are required for you to go to sleep, because the brain feels that it's still daytime. So your brain has to have time away from the screen, so that it tells your brain, subconscious mind, that no, it's night now and the sun is not up, and it needs to secrete those chemicals that help you to go to sleep. So this is really important. The next step is positive self-talk. Now, keep looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you're doing awesome, you're doing amazing, way to go, keep it up, and you'll soon make it. You'll get a 340 and 340, a perfect score. So this is very important, because nobody else is going to motivate you. There's nobody else who's going to give you positive talk, right? So you only have to tell yourself that's the way to go. Come on, do it. Keep yourself motivated. This is very important, because this is external reinforcement of what you really want your mind to do and think. You can control your own thoughts, by the way. So do check out positive self-talk. Do try this out. Look at this. Try it for 5-6 days and see what happens. This will, we guarantee you, this will really help you to keep yourself motivated. And the last tip or tips, actually these are 4 different tips, the one is move to bigger goals. So when you've started achieving smaller goals, then sometimes what happens is you do fall into the trap of comfort zone. You want to just keep achieving small goals, but no, you have to make a conscious decision of moving to bigger goals slowly as well. And the second tip would be maintaining a journal. Now, keep writing down how you're progressing every single day, how you're improving, what type of questions you did, what type of chapters you've done, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what should you work on more. So maintain a journal, because that will really help you focus on the right things that are required for you to get a better score. Error log. Now, maintain an error log. We've talked about this in our previous videos. We've talked about this in the video. You can go check it out. It's the video that talks about what to do when you hit a plateau. So error log is a document or a sheet or a Excel sheet, basically, where you write down all the faults, all the places that you're going wrong in the questions and particular topics, and then you can write that down, and then you can review that, and you can keep coming back to it and seeing where you've been going wrong all this while. The last is review strategy. Now, since you have been maintaining a journal and error log, you know exactly which places you're going wrong. You know exactly what things to work on. Keep reviewing your strategy. Don't make one strategy that, oh, this is how I'm going to get the 340 score or the 330 score. I'll study these topics. I'll study these number of these many words. I'll study this. I'll do these many reading comprehension questions. Don't just make a strategy and stick to it, but keep reviewing your strategy. Keep improvising whenever with all the challenges that you see, because every day that you spend studying, you learn more. You understand so much more that what else can you work on? What other things can you do? So keep reviewing your strategy. Keep improvising it, and slowly you'll keep getting better, and your strategy would be like laser focused, killer kick-ass strategy, and then you'll be able to get a good score. Now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, or and like, comment, and share this video. Share this video with your friends. Recommend it to your friends so that they also benefit from it. And tomorrow we'll be back with a new video. I hope these tips have been helpful to you, and we assure you that these tips, when you apply them, they will really make a change in your life. Thank you for tuning in today, and see you tomorrow. Bye.